guys, Pixie here. So this is our first official YouTube video, and this is our first tutorial, and I decided why not to create a soft, sultry, sexy little smoky eye. If you want to see how I got this look right here, keep watching and let's get started. Okay, so for my eyebrows, guys, I have here a Sacha Cosmetics eyebrow enhancer, and this is how it comes. This is in the shade dark, so it has like a medium dark and a dark, and then over here has a little gel that you can put on your eyebrows, right? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our eyebrow brush, and I'll be wetting it with some Sacha Fix-It spray. So I'll be wetting my brush, and I'll be going in on the dark color. And what I'll be doing is I'll be lining my eyebrows. So what I do for my eyebrows, I start from the bottom and I do my arc, and then I join it at the top, at the tail, and then I shade it in. So if you guys could see the bottom part, I'm going to start from over here because I don't want my eyebrow product to be all the way in the front for it to look like a boxy brow in the front. So I'm going to start around here, and then I'm going to blend it in and attach it to our little tail. And I'm going to gently blend the front, and I'm going to go upward to create little hair-like strokes. And there we have our brow. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the other one. So for my concealer, guys, I'm going to be using my Sacha concealer. And this is a Fix-It concealer in matte beige. And as you can see, this is one of my favorite concealers, and that's why it looks this way. Because it's hitting pan. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to be cleaning up my eyebrows with the concealer. So what I do is I usually start at the bottom and I line the bottom of my brows, and that way we can get a more precise look. Okay, and now that our brows are done, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go into my eyeshadow first. Is that I don't like my makeup to have follow on it. After I've done it, I want that beautiful clean canvas. We do our eyes first, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna go in with some Fix-It eye primer from Sacha, and I'm usually going with my Ivory on this one. So I'm gonna go and get some eye primer, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on our eyelids. Alright, so I'm going to take a little sponge and I'm just going to clean it up, press it in. Alright guys, so now that my eyes are primed, I'm going to take a little bit of our Sacha Buttercup, and I'm going to be setting our eyelids with this. And why I like to set it is so that it reduces creasing on your lids. Just gonna put a little there in the cover. And when you set your brows, guys, it also allows your eyeshadows to stay on for a long time without creasing, without coming off from your lids. You don't want when you reach the party, halfway through your party, and your eyeshadow is gone. We don't want that. So I'm just cleaning up this, and now we have a beautiful smooth canvas to work on. So for my eye look, guys, I'm going to go in with first I'm going to use from the Metallic Deep palette. This is one of their little quads from Sacha Cosmetics. This is the little packaging, and this one is called Metallic Deep. So what I'm going to be using is this little purple right here. I'm going to take a blending brush And with that blend, I'm gonna go and tap in this purple, and we're gonna go and put this in a transition shade. And your transition is right where your crease is, or a little bit above if you have hooded eyes like me. And so we're gonna go in little circles to softly blend out our transition shade. And here we have our purple in our transition shade. And I have this, guys, at my crease. And so I'm going to go in with another brush. I'm going to take a smaller blending brush, a more precise one. This one is a little bit smaller. And I'm going to go in now with this brown here. Yeah, I'm going to use this brown. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that to the corners where the purple is. Okay, and now that we're done with the outer corners, we're gonna go on the inner corners. And I've decided to use this little rose gold color right here, and this one is in the Smoky Black palette, and this one is like a little rose gold color going on here. So I'm gonna take my brush, I'm gonna take a flat brush like this, and I'm gonna wet it with some Sacha Pixie spray. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with that color, and I'm gonna be smoking it out on the inner corners. This is so beautiful. Alright, now that our eyelids are done, we're gonna move on to our face. And before I start putting on any type of foundation, I always prime my face. And for my primer today, I'm gonna be using Sacha Cosmetics Mattifier Face Primer. This is how it looks, and this is really good, especially if you have a lot pores like me, bigger pores, I should say. Everyone has pores. I mean, like, if you have big pores. My pores are a little bit big, so I like to put more of the primer around here, and then I just spread it around my face, but I concentrate most of my primer around this area. And now my face is feeling wonderful. Alright, now that our primer is on, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be starting putting on foundation. One of my favorite foundations from Sacha Cosmetics is their cream to powder. Why? I tend to have oily skin around my T-zone, and this really helps me with my oils because it's not an oily foundation, it's more of a matte foundation when you're finished putting it on. So I'm going to use my palette, and I'm actually the shade Almond Beige right here. So I'm going to use one of these little foundation brushes, a flat one, to apply my foundation, followed by a brush and a sponge. So let me get some foundation on my brush, and I'll be putting on. So guys, what I want to tell you though, these foundations are so pigmented, like the coverage is amazing. Look at this. Yeah. Do you see that coverage, y'all? That coverage, guys, that is what I call coverage. And I am a full coverage kind of girl. I love full coverage. I love me some full coverage. So clearly you guys could see why. So clearly you guys can see why this is one of my most favorite foundation. And must I say, this foundation works well with our tropical weather. It stays on. It does not get. There was hair in my face. So yeah, this foundation really stays on for me. I have hair all up in my face. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna push this back here. So now that my foundation is on, I'm gonna use a brush. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is actually the airbrush finishing brush, and this makes my foundation look so smooth when I'm using. I love to use this more when I'm using a cream foundation. When I'm using liquid, me and my sponge are inseparable. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be using circular motions to really blend out my foundation. Alright, that didn't take much because this brush is so soft. I love it. It spreads it wonderfully, and I have so much control with a cream and a brush. So now I'm gonna go with some concealer, and I'm gonna take my same brush and I'm gonna go back in with my matte beige concealer. This is my Fix It concealer from Sacha, and I'm gonna be putting concealer in the areas that I usually put, which is under my eyes. I usually put my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Need to hide those bags under my eyes. Sharpen the nose a little bit. Then I put on my forehead. And then I'm gonna put some on my chinny chin. Yum on. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna spray it a little bit with my Sacha Fix It, and I'm gonna blend this in. This concealer, guys, is very smooth. I love it so much, and it doesn't take much for me to blend it in actually. I am looking like $1,000,000 already. Don't tell anyone I'm using makeup. So I'm going to be taking a darker shade. I'm going to be using the Perfect Bronze, and I'm going to be putting on some contour. So I'm going to be using a little, I'm not sick. Why am I? So I'm going to be taking a little bit of that, and I'm going to be a line there, one there, slice my nose there. My lips are small, so I put a little bit there just so it could look a little bit like, you know what I mean? Carve out this turkey. All right. I see you, boo. I see you looking all cute over there. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Okay, so now that my face is contoured and my face is on, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set my face. We're gonna go baking. Yeah, guys, I do the two type of baking. I bake my face and I bake cakes. So we're gonna go in with our Sacha Cosmetics, our Buttercup. This is my Ride or Die setting powder for life, and we're baking. And the reason we bake, guys, is really to extract some of those oils out of your face and really make it smooth and get rid of creasing, of course, because we don't want our face to be creasing with our foundation and our concealer. Alright. Okay guys, so now that my baking is on, I'm gonna leave it on for a little bit, 5 minutes. So while that is on, I'm just gonna go ahead and put on some bronzer. And I'm gonna be using Beige, and this is how the bronzer is from. So this is the bronzer, and what I'll be using is this brush right here. This is a small contour brush, and I'm gonna be using that. And don't worry guys, I know I look a bit crazy right now, but please trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. So I go around again in little circles around here so that I can blend out my contour. Alright, now that that's on, I'm going to be taking a little bit more of my Sacha powder, and I'm just going to be going in with a powder brush, and we're going to be blending that together. So now that that's blending, guys, I'm going to wipe away. Alright. Alright, now that our contour is on, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of blush. And I'm going to be using Amber Glow. That's the color, so I'm going to be using my blush brush. Blush brush. And I'm going to go and... For me, applying blush, I like to put it a little bit more up so that it lifts my face a little bit. I don't necessarily like putting it on the apples of my cheek. So there we go. Ooh, I'm feeling you, girl. I'm feeling you. Okay, now that our blush is on, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do my under eye because I want a little color there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the brown from the Smokey Black palette, and I'm gonna be applying it at the bottom of my waterline. So now that we have smoked out our lash line, we're gonna go with a little highlighting on our cheeks, and I'm going to be using Bedazzle. You guys can see it good. This gives a very subtle glow. I like it, it's not too much. Alright, there we go with our highlight. Okay, and now for lips, I'm going to be mixing two colors together. I'm going to be using Cognac from Sacha, and I'll be putting in the middle Matte Me Not, right? So this is the Cognac. This is a more of a darker shade, and I'm probably gonna put this on the outside. Alright, I know that that's on. It smells so good, guys. It smells like, if you guys remember chewing blue Babalu in primary school, this lipstick smells like Babalu, and it smells so good. And this one is a lighter pink, so this is gonna go in the center. It's time for me to spray my face, and guys, I'm gonna set my face with Sacha Fix It Spray. What I'm gonna do, and then I'm just gonna so that my setting spray can dry on my face. Guys, that was our first YouTube video, or official first YouTube video, YouTube tutorial, and I must say I'm truly grateful for you guys that are watching. Some of you that are watching right now are some of my OG followers from day one, from I started my lives, from I started, you know, this journey of Pixie faces, and even before I actually had Pixie faces. And I'm really so grateful for you guys and all the support that you showed to me, all the support that you guys give to me. I am more than grateful, and I'm so blessed to have people that really want to see me do good, really want to see me succeed. So thank you guys for watching my video, and I am looking forward to making more. I'm really looking forward to just having so much fun up here, and you know, show my passion for makeup to you guys, and really have you guys take as much tips as you can from me, and I also hope to learn from you guys too. So please hit that subscribe button below, leave me a comment, send me a little thumbs up, and like my video. And I am looking forward to much more fun videos with you guys, and you know, bringing content that you guys want to see from me. So with that said, Pixie is out. We're out. We're officially out. Bye.